Welcome, welcome everyone. I am Tonya Octave, and I'm a licensed clinical social worker and a holistic clinician, and I am glad that you are here. Today's practice is something pretty special to me. It is inspired in part by the groundbreaking work of Dr. Bessel van der Kolk. He wrote the book, The Body Keeps the Score, transforming the way clinicians, researchers, and just everyday people understand this thing we call trauma. He helped the world to see that trauma is not just an event that happened in the past, it is not just something that lives in our thoughts. It is imprinted in our mind, in our brain, and even or especially on the body. When we experience overwhelming stress, our bodies hold on to it. We keep the score. But the beautiful truth of this work is that just as the body holds the pain, the body also holds the profound capacity to heal, to release, and to return to safety. So, before we begin, I want to take a moment to really just honor my clients, those in the past that I've worked with, and even those in the present. Your courage, your vulnerability, your lived experiences have been my greatest teachers. You have shaped my growth as a clinician as much as any book or training ever could do. This practice is in part a gift from you to anyone who really needs it. Oh, and I also want to extend my deepest gratitude to many of the alternative and integrative healing practitioners that I've had the privilege of working alongside over many years. The acupuncturists, chiropractors, ooh, those massage therapists, Ayurvedic practitioners, Chinese herbal medicine providers, and even our retreat facilitators who gave me space, held me in community, and understood the weight of this work. You created the containers that allow the stories of my clients, their pain, their trauma, and their grief to flow through me and not get stuck in my own body. You helped me say, you helped me to stay well so that I could continue to show up fully for the people who really need it. This work would not be possible without you. So I carry your healing hands with me into every session and into every practice I create. Thank you. Now's the time for my disclaimer. Please note that this meditation is for educational and a supportive tool that you can use. This does not substitute professional therapy, medical treatment, or crisis care. We are not engaged in a therapeutic relationship. So, if you are experiencing a mental health emergency, please reach out to a trained professional that is local to your community, to your area, that meets all the licensing requirements necessary. You can also go to your nearest emergency room. If you're in the US, you can dial 988. So know that there are resources that are available to you. This practice really is designed to be gentle. You are in control. If at any point a sensation feels like, ooh, it's too much, you have full permission to open your eyes, look around at the room or the space that you're in, or simply just stop the audio. You are the expert of your own body, and that's what this practice is really to reconnect you with. But before we move into our practice, I want to take a moment to tell you about the healing frequencies that you will be experiencing throughout this meditation. Listen carefully. So beneath my voice, you will notice a gentle ambient sound. This is the Schumann's resonance, the Earth's own electromagnetic heartbeat, vibrating at 7.83 hertz. This is not a manufactured sound. It is the natural sound frequency of space between the Earth's surface and the ionosphere. And it has been present on this planet for billions of years. So every living being on Earth evolved in the presence of this frequency. Your body knows it. Oh, and those cells, your cells are going to recognize it. At 7.83 hertz, this frequency sits at the threshold of the theta and alpha brain waves. The exact states of deep relaxation and subconscious access and nervous system restoration that this practice is designed really to guide you into. So, as we move through the meditation, the frequencies will shift to support each phase of the healing journey. During the body relaxation, you will be held at 396 hertz, and this is a frequency associated in sound healing traditions with the release of fear, guilt, grief, those things that many of our trauma survivors carry in their body. And then as we move into the story and the heart of the practice, the frequency shifts to 528 hertz, known as the love frequency associated with cellular harmony and the opening of a heart to compassion, both for others and for yourself. And then as we integrate the healing through the OCTAVES method, you will be supported by 639 hertz, the frequency of harmonious connection, relational healing, and the restoration of trust in yourself and in others. You see, these frequencies are not a distraction, they're a support. They're working with your nervous system and your body's own intelligence to create the optimal conditions for healing. So, if you're wearing headphones, you will receive the fullest benefit. However, if you're just listening through your speaker, you're still going to experience some deep nourishment. Keep that in mind. Now, I want to invite you to set up your listening space with, let's say, some intention. Find a quiet, private place where you will not be interrupted for 50 minutes to an hour. You can dim the lights. If you're able to do so, you might even choose to put on a organic, toxic-free candle. You know, the warm, steady flame is a beautiful anchor to the nervous system. If you enjoy things like essential oils or incense, think about lavender, frankincense, sandalwood. They're really beautiful companions to this kind of deep inner work. They signal to your body that, it is time to shift from doing into simply being. You may choose to lie down or sit comfortably, but just make sure your back is supported, knowing that there is no right or wrong way to receive this practice. Simply allow yourself to be held and that you have given yourself the gift this time. That is already an act of healing. So let's begin. Let's take a deep breath in, and as we inhale, we're going to expand our abdomen to a full, complete breath. And as we exhale, we're slowly contracting our abdomen in towards our spine. Another deep breath in. And a release. Take a moment to look around the room you're in. Notice 3 objects that feel neutral or pleasant to look at. Maybe it's a plant, a picture on the wall, or the way the light is hitting the floor. And remind your brain that right here, right now, in this exact moment, you're safe. And when you're ready, you might allow your eyes to gently close or soften the gaze, looking down towards the floor, bringing your attention to the places where your body is making contact with the world beneath you. Notice the weight of your body resting in the chair, the bed, or even on the floor. Feel the solid ground supporting you. It is holding you up. You do not have to hold yourself up right now. Notice. Notice your breath. You don't need to change it. You don't need to force it in to be deep or slow. Just observe it. Notice the air entering your nose. Notice the slight rise of your chest or belly. Notice the air leaving. The breath is an anchor. It is always happening in the present moment. There you go. And as we settle in, I invite you to silently repeat this affirmation to yourself. Let the words drop into your mind like pebbles into a quiet pond. I am here. I am in this body. And in this moment, I'm safe. I am here. I am in this body. And in this moment, I am safe. I am here. I am in this body. And in this moment, I am safe. Trauma often teaches the body to brace, to tighten, to prepare for a danger that has already passed. Right now, we're going to gently invite the body to put down its armor just for a little while. So bringing your awareness to the top of your head, imagine a warm, gentle, golden light resting there. This light represents safety and release. Allow this warm light to flow down over your forehead, soothing out any worry lines. Let it flow over your hands, over your eyes, allowing them to just rest heavily into their sockets. Let it flow down your cheeks and into your jaw. If you are clenching your jaw, see if you can create just a tiny bit of space between your teeth. Let the tongue fall away from the roof of the mouth. Remember to breathe. Inhale and exhale. Let the warm light, the safe light flow down your neck and into your shoulders. Notice if your shoulders are creeping up towards your ears, carrying the weight of the old bringing your awareness to your chest and your heart center. This is where we often hold our deepest grief and our deepest fears. Breathe gently into this space. You don't have to fix anything. You're just keeping your heart company. Let it flow. Let the light flow down into your belly. The gut is where we hold our survival instincts. If your belly is tight, see if you can soften it. Maybe 10%, 5%, even 2%. Let it expand as you breathe in. Let it relax as you breathe out. Allow the light to flow down into your hips and your pelvis, releasing any gripping, down through your thighs, past your knees, down your calves and shins, into your ankles, your feet, and all the way out through your toes. Your whole body is bathed in this warm, safe, golden light. You are here. You are grounded. You are safe. I want to share a story with you, and as I tell it, I invite you to simply listen. Perhaps there are parts of this story that feel familiar to you. Perhaps there are moments that connect with something you've carried or something you're still carrying. Your deeper mind, the body mind, will know exactly what it needs to receive. Imagine someone who, on every outward measure, has it together. They go to work, they smile when they're supposed to smile, they answer messages, return texts and emails, they make lists. They show up, but inside something is always braced. Maybe you know that feeling, that low hum of readiness that never quite turns off. The sense of waiting, even in safe moments, even in quiet moments, for the next thing to go wrong. The shoulders never really fully come down, the jaw that clenches at night, the stomach that knots when someone raises their voice, even when the voice is not directed at you. And perhaps you've wondered, why can't I just let it go? Why does my body still react this way when the danger has passed? Here is what Dr. van der Kolk spent decades helping the world to understand. Your body is not broken. Your body is not overreacting. Your body is keeping the score Every time something overwhelmingly happens, every time you were frightened or hurt or made to feel small or left without explanation, your body responded the way all human bodies respond to threat. Your heart races, your muscles tense, your breath shortened, the nervous system flooded with this ancient chemistry of survival. And when the danger passed, or when you had no choice but to just keep moving, that chemistry had nowhere to go. So it stayed. It stayed in the tightness across the chest. It stayed in the sudden, inexplicable wave of sadness that washes over you on a perfectly ordinary afternoon. It stayed in the way you sometimes feel as though you are watching your own life from a distance, present in the room, but not quite inside yourself. The mind may move on. The mind may rationalize, intellectualize, minimize, explain away. But the body remembers. Ooh, the body is always honest. Now imagine this. One evening, you sit down, not because you plan to, you simply sit down. And for the first time in a long time, you do not immediately reach for your phone or turn on the television or do something to distract you. You just sit. And you notice something. And you notice that your chest feels tight, not painful, just tight. Like a fist gently closed somewhere just beneath the sternum. And instead of pushing that feeling away, the way you usually do, you do something different. You place your hand over on your chest in that exact same place, and you feel the warmth of your own palm, and you say to yourself quietly, without judgment, I feel this. I feel this. And something shifts. Not dramatically, not the way it happens in the movies where the music swells and everything is suddenly resolved. It is quieter than that. It is more like the way a room feels when someone finally opens a window that has been closed for a very long time. A little more air, a little more space. I invite you to do that right now. Place one or both hands gently across your chest, or maybe one on the belly. Whatever you feel the most sensation in this moment, whatever your body is speaking to you, even quietly, feel the warmth of your own hands. Feel the gentle, steady weight of your own touch. Now, simply notice what is there. You don't need to name it perfectly. You don't need to understand it. Just notice. Is there tightness, heaviness, a kind of hollow feeling, a warmth or a numbness? Whatever is there, let it be there. You're not trying to fix it. You're simply trying to acknowledge it. Because here's what the body keeps the score is all about. After discovering in decades of working in the field of trauma with survivors, the body does not need to be fixed. It needs to be heard. Now, imagine that over the following days and weeks, you begin to practice this simple act of noticing. You pause several times a day and ask your body a question. Not what is wrong with me, but what are you carrying right now? What are you carrying right now? Sometimes that answer comes in a sensation, a tightening in the throat, a warmth behind the eyes, a restlessness in your legs that wants to run or move or shake itself free. And when those sensations come, you do not push them away. You breathe into them. You let them be there the way you might sit beside a friend who's been crying, not trying to stop the tears, not trying to fix the pain, just being present with it. Because here is the truth. Emotions are not dangerous. Emotions are information. They are the body's language. And when we stop translating that language, when we shut it out, push it down, numb it away, it doesn't disappear. It goes deeper. It goes underground. It shows up as tension, as fatigue, as disease and illness, as the low hum of anxiety that never quite leaves. But when you listen, when you let the emotion move through the body the way it is designed to move, something begins to shift. There you go. I want you to imagine right now that any emotion you are carrying, any tightness, any grief, any fear, any old anger that has been waiting for permission to be felt has a color. Just let the color come to you. Don't think about it. Don't choose it. Just notice what color appears. Now, imagine that color as a substance inside your body. Maybe it's in your chest. Maybe it's in your belly. Maybe it's in your throat, or the shoulders, or deep in the hips. Notice its texture. Is it dense and heavy like wet clay? Is it sharp like broken glass? Is it more like a smoke or a fog, something diffused or shapeless that you can sense but can't quite hold? Just observe it. You're safe. You are the witness. Now, with each breath you take, imagine that this substance is very slow, very gentle, beginning to soften. Not disappearing, just softening. The edges become less sharp, the density becomes less heavy. With each exhale, imagine just a small amount of it begins to release. Not all at once, just a little. The way that ice melts at the edges first, long before the center begins to give. Healing is not a single moment. It is not a dramatic breakthrough, though sometimes they come. Healing is the accumulation of small moments of presence. It is the 10 seconds you spend breathing into the tightness in your chest instead of running from it. It is in the moment you notice your shoulders are up around your ears and you let them drop. It is in the moment you say to yourself with genuine kindness, the kind you would offer a dear friend, I'm doing the best I can. Now imagine yourself walking outside. It's an ordinary day. The sky is overcast, the air smells like rain, and you notice something that you haven't noticed in a long time. You notice the feeling of the ground beneath your feet. Not just the physical sensation, though that is there too, but the solid press of the earth with each step. But something deeper, a sense of being held, a sense of being connected to something that is larger and older and steadier than any of the things that have ever hurt you. You see, the earth was here before your pain, and the earth will be here after. And right now, in this moment, the earth is holding you up. You do not have to hold yourself up alone. Feel that now in your own body. Feel the ground beneath you, the chair, the floor, the bed, holding you up. You do not have to hold yourself up by yourself right now. You're simply being held. Your story is not finished. Healing rarely is, but you are learning something essential, something that all this trauma research has been devoted to teaching us. Your body is not the enemy. Your body is the ally. Your body is the place where healing actually happens, not in the mind alone, not in the words we use to describe our pain, but in the felt sense of safety, of breath, of presence, of being here, now, and alive. Your body keeps score. And now your body is learning a new score, a score of safety, of release, of coming home. Take a breath now and send a silent message of gratitude to your body. Thank you for protecting me. Thank you for surviving. I know you were here just trying to keep me safe. And now send a message of compassion to the parts of you that are still tired, still scared, or still holding on. It is okay to rest now. The danger has passed. We are learning to be safe together. You do not have to be at war with your own body anymore. You can become allies. You can come home to yourself. As we begin to integrate this healing, we turn to the OCTAVES Method, a holistic plan to bring all the parts of yourself back into harmony. O is for observation, your spiritual health. Notice the quiet awareness within you right now. You are the calm sky behind the clouds of your thoughts. You are connected to a wisdom much greater than your trauma. C. C is for compassion, your ego health. Let go of the harsh inner critic, the voice that says you should be over it by now, or that you are broken. You are not broken. You are a human being who responded normally to abnormal events. Wrap yourself in profound self-compassion. T. T is for therapy, your therapeutic health. Acknowledge the courage it takes to do this work. Healing is not a destination, it is a practice, and you are actively participating in your own recovery, rewiring your brain for safety and peace. A for animals and playfulness, your hormonal health. Trauma makes us rigid. Playfulness makes us fluid. Imagine the carefree energy of a puppy or a kitten, or the feeling of laughing until your stomach hurts. Give your nervous system permission to experience joy, lightness, and play. V is for victims, your nutritional health. Your body needs nourishment to heal. Imagine feeding your cells with vibrant, life-giving foods. When you nourish the body, you are sending it a biological signal that you are worthy of care. E. E is for exercise, your physical health. Trauma freezes the body. Movement thaws it. Whether it's yoga, walking, dancing, or simply stretching your arms, movement reminds your brain that you're not trapped, that you're free to move. You are alive. S for socialize, your relational health. Trauma isolates us. Healing happens in connection. Imagine a circle of safe, supportive people around you, friends, chosen family members, maybe a therapist, a community. You don't have to carry this along. You belong. You are seen, and you are valued. Feel feel all the notes of the OCTAVES method playing together within you, creating a beautiful, harmonious chord of whole person healing. It is almost time to bring this practice to a close. But before we do, take one more deep, intentional breath. Inhale a sense of peace. Exhale any remaining tension. Another breath in. And exhale completely and fully releasing. I'm going to count from 1 to 5. With each number, you will feel more awake, more alert, and more present in the room, bringing the sense of safety and integration with you. 1. Notice the feeling of the surface beneath you. Feel your roots in the present moment. 2. Notice the temperature of the air on your skin. 3. Take a slightly deeper breath, bringing in fresh oxygen to your brain and your body. And a big sigh with your exhale. 4. Begin to invite small movement into your body. Wiggle your fingers, wiggle your toes, maybe gently rolling your shoulders, stretching your body in whatever position it needs to waken it up. 5, when you are ready, open your eyes, and welcome back, welcome back. Take a moment to look around at the room around you. Notice where you are. Notice that you are safe and grounded. Thank you. Thank you for trusting me to guide you through this practice. Healing from trauma is really profound and beautiful work, and you don't have to do it alone. If you found that this meditation was helpful and you're interested in exploring this work in a deeper way, I would be honored to support you. I offer psychotherapy to residents of California and Nevada and holistic coaching and hypnosis for clients worldwide. You can also schedule a free 15-minute consultation with me. The link is in the description, which will give you a way to see my style, see if there is an alignment or a way that you think that I may be able to help support you on your healing journey. You can also go to my website at info@TonyaOctave-LCSW.com, which I'll provide in the link. Please subscribe to this channel at Holistic Clinicians for more meditations, holistic mental health resources, and so much more. Until next time, be gentle with yourself, listen to your body, and remember that healing is always possible. Take care and thank you.